The one thing is that we should know how to elevate poverty. See, so that you know that the other day, people that live in face me and face you, Corpers. A woman was cooking her rice before she came to the kitchen. A woman went inside the kitchen and took the rice, and she and her children were eating it. Imagine, yes, the woman was so her children were hungry. They did not have anything to eat. White rice, there was no stew. The other woman, when she started cooking the rice, she wanted to go and prepare, to go and carry the kids to prepare for stew. When she came back, another woman in the same couple have taken the rice. Imagine if that woman have a gun. What will happen that day, Sandra? Yes, imagine she have a gun.
Yeah.
What do you think that will happen?
I don't want to think about it. But Friday, thank you very much for calling me. Ngozi is in Lekki. Hi, Ngozi.
Hello, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you. For me, if the security agents they have failed, yes, Sandra, they have failed woefully.
Okay.
I think it will even take us a very much longer time to get things right in the security architect of the country.
Okay.
And if you say now, set up these guys, then bring in new people entirely, then train them with the mentality of what you want as a nation. Because why I say this is, even these present ones, as many may suggest, going for training, they have been going for training. But after the trainings, what happens? They still remain what they are. A security architect that believes they work for the politicians or they work for the people in power, that's not is a failure right from even the conception of the body on its own. Coming to what the governor suggested about citizens carrying arms, Sandra, I've always said this. Yes, probably because we are coming from the third world country and we don't want to accept this reality. If citizens are allowed to carry arms, it will be opposite of what people think. Automatically, the crime rate will go down. If you are coming to my house and you know I am as armed as you are, you don't know what to expect. Definitely, you will tread with caution. If you know I have license to arm, you wouldn't meet me on traffic and try to steal my personal belongings because you know it's either I shoot you first or you do. So these are some of the things. Whatever we are afraid of, whether we like it or not, they are already happening, Sandra. And they are there, whether the killing. So the better everybody learns how to use this arm and the license for those that may be qualified for, the better for each and every one of us.
Ngozi, thank you very much for calling. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, let me tell you about Nigeria's new ambassador to the World Trade Organization. He may, capital letters may, be presenting unaccredited degrees on his CV. That's our second story. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. You're listening to Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Don't go away.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. The Society for Performing Arts, SPAN, in collaboration with Helen O'Grady Drama Academy, presents Summer Camp 2021. The Performing Arts Camp is offering amazing fun activities for kids aged 3 to 18. Children get to act, sing, and dance, learn filmmaking, gymnastics, baking, French language, water games, painting, and so much more. This is happening live at Bodilon Road, Ikoyi, from July 5th to July 31st. For more details and registration, please contact 0809 356 1000 or 0809 190 0700. Tell friends, families, and everyone. See you there.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Every day between 3 and 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info, we kick off Hard Facts with the Big Three. On the Big Three, we bring you three of the biggest stories of the day. And our second big story, Nigeria's new ambassador to the World Trade Organization may be presenting unaccredited degrees on his CV. His name is Abdulhamid Adamu, or as the Industry, Trade and Investment Ministry listed it, Dr. Abdulhamid Adamu. The president just appointed him this week and notified the ministry in a letter from the chief of staff. Before this appointment, Adamu was the acting head of Nigeria's trade office to the World Trade Organization. So he's been in the system and he has risen through the ranks. But here's where it gets weird. According to Punch newspaper, the government says Adamu is, quote, a holder of MSc Economics and International Development, Clermont-Ferrand University, France, Master in Business Management and Leadership, London Graduate School, UK, Doctorate of International Relations and Economic Diplomacy, Commonwealth University, London, UK. Now, there's no problem with that master's degree from France. Clermont-Ferrand is a known accredited school. It's hundreds of years old. But the second master's from the UK is supposedly from London Graduate School. That school is not on the list of accredited universities in the UK. Same with Commonwealth University, London, the school where he claims to have gotten his PhD from. In fact, if you do a Google search right now, you will see that these two schools are repeatedly singled out as so-called degree mills or paper mills. A degree mill is basically a fake school. They're not accredited by any country, and usually they don't have physical campuses. But if you pay them, they'll send you diploma. So most organizations and governments do not recognize degrees from these schools. Also, it's often considered unethical or even fraudulent and illegal to present a diploma from one of these schools as a qualification when you are applying for a job or when you are applying for admission. But now, we have the new ambassador to the World Trade Organization allegedly claiming a PhD from a school accused of being a degree mill. And I want to know your thoughts. And I want to link it back to our first story where I talked about Kemi Adeosun. The court said Adeosun did not need an NYSC certificate to be a minister. The court did not address the fact that she presented a fake discharge certificate. So there's a possible fraud issue looming there. Now, when you think about it, Adeosun and Adamu are not the first high-profile appointees or elected officials to have this specter of what's the word I'm looking for? False certificates hanging over their heads. So what I'm wondering is, why does this seem to happen a lot with our political class? Is it because they're in the limelight? If we start checking everybody's degrees and everybody's certificates, would we see this problem reflected amongst educated Nigerians? Do you think it's an indicator of a wider problem across Nigerian society? Or is it a problem with our politicians only? Women call me on 01465-7190. Men call me on 0700-993-993. What do you think about our new ambassador to the WTO being accused of possibly parading a fake or unaccredited PhD? Is there a credential fraud problem among our political class, or is it a Nigerian thing? Do we have this happening in the corporate sector as well? But because they know they public eye, people don't know. Men, call me on 0700-993-993-993. Women, call me on 01465-7190. You've got 2 minutes to make your point. Agwoma is up first. Hi.
Yeah, Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Agwoma.
Welcome.
Talking about this certificate issue, I also want to know, this Adamu, is he a Fulani? I want to believe he is. And that is why, and there was also a news that came before that Buhari presented someone to International Court of Justice and that was rejected earlier. Are you aware of this?
Okay, no.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Yeah, someone was appointed, sent to International Court of Justice to represent Nigeria there. He was turned back for not being able to be there. So, this is where the president is taking us to. A lot of each day is embarrassment upon embarrassment.
But Adele Oshun was appointed by the president, and she's not
Okay,
Fulani.
Adele Oshun's case. Now, when we talk about Adele Oshun's case, I don't know. A court also said at a point that she was a British citizen, and at the point that she graduated, and they didn't tell us when she changed her citizenship. Was it at the point of appointment as a minister?
But she still presented a fake degree certificate.
No.
A fake discharge certificate.
I'm coming there. If she has declined or returned her citizenship as a British born, at the point of recruitment as a minister, then she has ulterior motive. She has a malicious intention. Because as a result of that, she dropped her citizenship, which otherwise wouldn't have made the certificate, NYSC certificate, compulsory for her.
Agoma, thank you very much for calling. Well, she herself admitted that her certificate was fake. The question of her citizenship doesn't speak to her presenting a fake certificate one way or the other. We've got Kelvin in Surulere on the line. Kevin, how are you?
Yes, Sandra, to God be the glory.
Welcome.
I'm excited that you are the second person today I've listened to that have, made this issue of Kema just clear. Because the approach of this government have not allowed me to rest this morning. That she has been exonerated. But I keep telling them that the issue she was exonerated from is different from what she was accused of. It does not negate the fact that there was no forgery of Oluwole there. The issue she was exonerated from is different. That she does not need any wire certificate to seek for the ministerial job. But I think this issue of forgery has to do with self-confidence.
Okay.
A lot of people just lack confidence in themselves, and they will need to go, the extra mile to force certificates for necessary reasons. And it's bad for us as a people. But let me quickly react to the first issue you brought up. I think personally, our military has not failed. What has happened to them is that they overwhelmed. In a country as large as this, we have a very low military, power or might, in terms of numbers. Last time I checked, we had less than 400,000 military people. And that is not enough. They have been completely fragmented in terms of dealing with insecurity across boards. So they are overwhelmed, and that's what has happened. And I think also that the issue of training should not only be limited to the people that are serving. Like in South Korea, for example, if you are between 18 and 28, you are made to go through military training, as a citizen of that country. So I think as a country, we should go beyond NYSC. It should go across boards, the kind of challenges that we are in now. Let me just quickly react to the last story of the northern governor.
You've got 8 seconds, though.
Okay, that will not be enough. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you very much. Frank Joy is on the line. Hi, Frank.
Auntie Sandra,
Good to have you on the show.
this is the Vice President of House Fast.
Welcome, sir.
Fine. Auntie Sandra, I want to talk about the Taraba state government extending 2 years NYS.
Suggesting that it should be extended.
Suggesting. It's not good when a man is annoyed, then the person will be suggesting. Because the suggestion will go to negative. Because if he is suggesting that they will extend the use Corpers for 2 years, are they suggesting also to increase their money? Or are they suggesting only for suffering them? Because I know that many of them did not go to NYS, they did not know what it means. That is why you see somebody that read medicine for how many years and go to NYS to collect his certificate. then to continue his career, you will be extending the tenure so that the person will go and learn how to operate gun. Somebody that is direct mass communication, what does that person have to do with gun? Do they want to finish everybody in Nigeria? Can you give somebody like me, give me gun now? For all the things they are doing. Do you think that anybody will remain? You are taking my time, oh.
Sorry.
So, Auntie Sandra, let them think well, oh. Then, for northern elders, saying that the next presidential candidate will come from Southeast, are they trying to kill us? Are they making it compulsory? Are they trying to warn us? Is there a political statement?
Well, you've not heard the story, so you can't really say, but your time is cuckoo up. Thank you very much. Let's go to Facebook, where we have comments. Oru Onyehu from Iba Estate says, see that minister that said her NYSC is not authentic, or she does not have accredited NYSC. Tell her that I have my NYSC for sale, cause what? Sunday, thank you for wasting my time. Idris Dada says it's a welcome development and an opportunity for the youth to take over the government with military training background, but I doubt it because these politicians are smart and I'm sure they know the consequences. Well, nobody should take over any government that is not through a democratic process. That's my own. Jacob is a first-time caller from Lekki. Hi, Jacob.
Good
to have you on the show.
I want to talk about my governor in Taraba State. I'm coming from Taraba State.
Okay.
So, what I want to talk about is what is going.
Okay. Jacob? I think his governor sees this phone. Let me bring you the third story because we actually have 4 stories today. I really couldn't leave this story from the Baptist school in Kaduna, but I will still bring you what the Northern Elders Forum said. Now, the Baptist Church doesn't want any ransom paid for the Bethel students. That's our third story. It's been 3 days since 121 Bethel Baptist School students were taken in Kaduna. And now we've heard from the Nigerian Baptist Convention. They run the Baptist Church, which owns the school. And they're saying that they believe that paying ransom encourages and incentivizes kidnappers. Here's what the president said. Their president, his name is Reverend Israel Akanji. And he said, quote, as a church, we don't take the position of payment of ransom for innocent children carried away from their school. We don't think it is the right thing to do, and we will not encourage that should be done. We are not for ransom. We are for the release of these children because it is criminal for people to take away other people from their freedom and take them into incarceration and begin to make demand. As a church, we don't encourage that. We will not want to do that. As a denomination, we are to pray to God for his intervention. So we mounted our prayers. We also got in touch with the Kaduna state government. End quote. So that's the position of the church. By the way, the school says the kidnappers have contacted them. Apparently, they've run out of food to feed the children. So they're asking the school to deliver food to them. If not, the children will starve. Can you imagine that? Lagos, what do you think about the position of the church here? They've made their position clear. We also know that Governor El Rufai says he'll never pay ransom. But we've also seen in the last few months, most of the abducted students who have come back were only released after ransom payments. So, I don't know. It's a very difficult situation. Where do you stand on this very difficult situation? Women, call me on 01465 7190. 01465 7190. Men, call me on 0700 993 993 993. 0700 993 993 993. Maximus Ugwoke says it's not surprising that Buhari has presented a guy with a fluky certificate as an ambassador. He's only behaving through to type. After all, his own certificate is still an object subject of controversy. But again, did the president know that this man's certificate was fake? But again, that's what the DSS is there for. There should be some sort of due diligence before you. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to give you the talking points. You come up with the talking points for yourself. 99.3, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Obey.
Oh, sorry about that. Call back if you can. Let's go to WhatsApp where we have people who have shared their thoughts as well. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. 080-959-75805. Sandra, I'm surprised that you are surprised about the certificate issues with our public officers. Can't you remember the one with our Olga at the top? Don't say I said it. I'm just passing by. Steve Oferi says. Steve, thank you very much for your message. Sandra, why is it... okay, Ben says, Sandra, is it possible that he's parading fake certificate because with Nigerian politics, everything is possible? Who told you they are educated? They write things in a full sheet and bring them to me to compare. Most of them cannot even operate Android phone. That you can't operate Android phone doesn't mean you're not educated now. Huh? Come on. Sandra, no extension of NYSC period. It should be scrapped. Bearing arms for now will cause chaos until they are not able to disarm the criminal herdsmen and others. That's a message from Samson Ochonogo. Samson, thank you very much for your message. Hi, Sandra. I think you got it all wrong. What the Federal High Court Abuja ruled was that Mrs. Adeosun was already 36 years old upon graduation from the UK university. She was automatically exempted from NYSC and as such didn't need to undergo the mandatory youth service program. If I'm not mistaken, the cutoff age for NYSC is 30 years. I don't think the judge said NYSC discharge certificate is not required for all political office holders. I stand to be corrected, please. All right, I'm going to talk to Alex and then I'll come back to correct you. That's a message from Iron Man. Iron Man, thank you very much. Alex is in Lekki. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, Sandra. Actually, for the kidnapped students, I would actually say that the bishop or the president of the Baptist is trying to exonerate the church from paying the ransom.
Okay.
Yes, because they want the parents to do that. I think, I'm not encouraging the kidnap issue and the rest, but something the church should look into as well to help the children go back to their families, actually. Not saying they are not into paying the ransom and all. Yes, they are not into paying the ransom, but how do you then work out the children to go back to their parents? That's just the thing. That's what the bishop should be looking at. Yes.
Okay. All right, Alex. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3, hello.
Sandra.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you for calling. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Dan.
Hi, Mr.
I'm
Dan.
calling from Oshodi. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to talk about the release of the Kaduna school.
Yes. Where do you stand on paying ransom?
No. They should pay ransom. It's only somebody that have never entered such a situation that would say, let them not pay ransom. They should pay once our security cannot be able to do anything about it. Then the last option is to pay. The man that is saying they should not pay, if he is the one, you will be praying that people should pay for him. I'm telling you the truth. And for our security, for the NYSC to serve for 2 years, I'm not with them. We have there is this. I hope you are aware. Are you aware of Peace Corps?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this Peace Corps arrangement has taken care of almost everything. All the local government, they are there. So it's just for the president to sign the bill, and that's all. So most of these youth, whoever that want to join, you will just join there from the local. You don't go. They don't force you anywhere. Where you are local government. That's where you work. So it's very simple, but I don't know why they are delaying everything about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Oluwasegun is the last call we'll take, and then we'll talk about Northern Elders Forum. Hi, Oluwasegun.
Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oluwasegun is calling from Ikorodu.
Welcome.
Let me be sincere with you.
Mm-hmm.
Who are those telling us that we don't need guns to defend ourselves? We need it. Because the security apparatus in this country have failed. What they only know how to do best is to go arrest those who want to go their separate ways. Look at what happened on Saturday. If those police I saw on Saturday were the normal police we used to see, there will be no robbers in Lagos. But what do we see? The strong will oppress the weak because he has a gun. I agree with that, Governor. People may think you're sounding stupid, but in 5 years to come, we will not have any solution to this security issue because the security people themselves, they've been compromised. As for NYSC, I think it should be scrapped. I think the love that we have in Nigeria today, those days we had love, but now the love has been taken off. The guilt of the love has been taken off his gingerbread. So let's tell ourselves that truth. As for the last topic, I'm not surprised. This is what you have when you have people who have no business in government. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Washegun, for making all of those points in less than 2 minutes. So the court said that Adeosun was exempt from NYSC entirely because of her British citizenship and because becoming Nigerian after age 30. But the court also said that even if Adeosun did not have that extra exemption, NYSC is not needed for a ministerial appointment anyway. Let me read what the court ruling says. It reads in part, quote, "For the avoidance of doubt, participation in the NYSC scheme is not a yardstick to be elected into any of the legislative houses, be it in the states or the National Assembly, ditto likewise for ministerial appointment." Despite the National Youth Service Corps Act being an integral part of the Constitution by virtue of Section 315, subsection 5 of the Constitution, end quote. So yes, it mentions the British citizenship part and becoming Nigerian after age 30, but it also says even if Adeosun did not have that extra exemption, NYSC is not needed for a ministerial appointment. That's the thing with court rulings. They usually make more than 1 point. But if you only read the report from a newspaper, then maybe you will only see one of the points. I read the whole ruling. I have to do that every time I come on air. Whatever it says I want to talk to you about, I take my time to read the entire thing. So I'm not giving you some of it. Okay. All right, then. Let me tell you what the Northern Elders Forum said. I did promise that I was going to say that. They said if you want a Southern president in 2023, you need to make a good offer to the North. Northern Elders Forum, they said that to Southern governors. And that's our fourth story on a special day like this. Special because every time I see like really good stories, it's hard for me to drop one. Now, I told you earlier this week that the Southern Governors Forum have demanded the presidency to be zoned to the South in 2023. And NEF answered through the Director of Publicity and Advocacy, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed. He said, quote, "Southerners will have to convince the Northerners on what they stand to benefit if they shift power to the South." You read in between the lines of their well-crafted communique that says that they want basically a Southern presidency. It is not wrong. That means the North needs to yield the presidency to the Southern part of the country. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is the manner it is being pursued this time by people who were elected on the basis of the Constitution, who understand that politics is about getting up and convincing people rather than just sitting down and say, we want this, we want that. That's wrong. 2, they must know that the manner they are doing this, not what they are looking for, but the manner in which they are doing it, is likely to cause more problems for them than solve the problems. But the problem is, to get the North to say, okay, show us why it is better. Show us why a Southern presidency is the best for the North and the rest of Nigeria. This is a democratic country. Citizens vote. Nigerians, irrespective of where they are, will vote. Political parties have to do the hard work. End quote. I just read you the words of their National Publicity Secretary. Their Director of Publicity and Advocacy. Sorry. Yes, I did a little drama there, but you've heard what he said. And he's saying, the NEF is saying, first, that there's nothing wrong with the Southern governors wanting the presidency, but we don't like your approach. They're saying that it's coming across like a threat and that they don't like it. Then they're also saying that elections are by merit, not by zoning. Now, this is very interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting because if you look back to 2015, even 2011, Seth, you had lots of northern leadership insisting that there's a zoning agreement and that it was the turn, quote unquote, of the North. Do you remember? Meanwhile, Southern governors are moving forward with implementing their latest declarations. The Southwest governors met with all the Southwest lawmakers and they've set up a constitution review committee. But now what did happen with that though? I say make I yarn you. How you feel? What do you feel about this matter? We've got 5 minutes. So I'm going to take hopefully 3-4 calls. Everybody gets 1 minute, 30 seconds so that we can take as many thoughts as possible. What do you think about this one? What do you think about the response from the Northern Elders Forum to the Southern governors? Women, call us on 01465-7190. 01465-7190. Men, call us on 0700-993-993-993. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, my name is Namdi, from Oshodi.
Hi, Namdi. Welcome.
Yeah, please, the call, the Northern Elders, is normal for them to demand for a fair share for even if they are going to concede, it's democratic. Now, on the security issue, I totally agree with that Northern governor, but I think they need to tilt it. It might not be on the platform of NYSC, but all Nigerians need military training. In addition, we all need this gun because it's the only way to secure ourselves right now. The military does not have the capacity to handle what is coming. You will not know it now, but in the next 5 years, surely, if God's not taking it, will overwhelm. Security, to fight security is not only by providing guns and fighting. We also need to handle a case of poverty and creation. We need to continue to create jobs. See, the missionary schools and the early missionaries, if you notice, they provide jobs, they provide hospitals, they provide all that things apart from religion. But our current religious bodies, both the Muslim, Christians, and even the other sects, they are only focusing on money. And it's now exposing everybody to what we have right now as a country. If they can go back and start to charge school fees as low as minimum wage. They do this below minimum wage so that everybody can be in school. Then we start to look at a better template that can produce massive quantity of jobs. In my opinion, I think President Olusegun Obasanjo is in a better position to advise the nation on job creation because he has the template.
Okay, thank you for calling. Paul in Ikeja, you've got 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Paul.
Now, you see what is fueling the agitation in Nigeria. This is just the problem we have. We don't want to make this country to be one nation. Now, you remember during the time of Jonathan, when the late President Yaradua died, the North insisted that Jonathan should go for one term, that it is the turn of the North. And the reason why Jonathan was not re-elected in 2015 was because the North insisted that Jonathan should not contest for that election, that it was the turn of the North. And you see the Southwest voting for APC. That was what made the present government come into power. Okay, it is the tone of the South now. The North is saying that it should not be done. Okay, how will you feel if a Southerner and see in your own very eyes that these things were agitated for by the North in the previous government that was not headed by a Northerner? So please, they should not fuel this country into crisis. It's a gentleman agreement that was not written down. but it should be obeyed. It is the turn of the South, and I stand by the declaration of the Southern governors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. 99.3, hello. Sorry about that. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thanks for calling. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Paul, calling from Belgium.
Paul, you've got 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, first of all, on what the Northern Governor said.
Northern Elders Forum.
Northern Elders Forum said, well, I think the politics has just begun. So it is not wrong at all for them to come up with any resolution or statement or claim.
Okay.
So what I feel is that the politics has just begun. This is part of what unites us together as a country, not divide us. Because when you see Southern governor coming together, Northern governor coming together, they are wedging some differences and they are trying to unite on some subject matters. Okay. That's by the way. Then secondly, on the position of the Taraba governor, I think the man made a whole lot of sense. We shouldn't say that they should not extend NYSC. We can harmonize that thought. What about if they extend it and also increase the payment for the people serving? Of course, if the payment is made like 100,000, they can even serve 3 to 5 years. It's a kind of way of making opportunity of employment too. Nobody says it's wrong. Then if they should teach them how to carry arms, who says it's wrong? If you are born in Israel and you are growing up in Israel, who says you will not learn how to carry guns or how to operate guns because you are in a place? So Nigeria has gradually become a place whereby we can say it's not a peaceful country, but we can make it peaceful by every one of us then to protect ourselves. Security is not a priority of a security personnel only. First, the priority of every human being is to secure themselves. So if you have to secure yourself, you must know how to do that. It's a skill. You must acquire it.
Paul, thank you for calling. Kazim, unfortunately, you've called at the end of this segment. We do hope you call us back. We have Eyewitness coming your way at 4:30. On Eyewitness, you talk to us about, what's happening in your part of Lagos. I also sometimes share funny scenarios with you, and you give me solutions to those scenarios if you do not have an Eyewitness report to share from 4:30. Before 4:30, we bring you League of Extraordinary Nigerians with Onyi Sunday. But right now, let's bring you business news. I am Sandra Ezekwesili.
And now, the business news.
Passengers on airlines can now demand full costs of
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.